Hi guys, it's JPixels here again, and this time around I'm back and even better, as you may have observed. If you've seen my previous video, you probably have an idea of what this channel is all about. But hey, if you're meeting me for the first time, permit me to introduce myself to you. My name is Joseph. Originally I'm from Nigeria, but currently I'm practicing as a mental health nurse in the UK. Recently, I took interest in my newfound hobby. Don't worry, I'll save you the stress of trying to guess. It's photography, and that is what this channel is really all about. I will basically be bringing to life my development as a photographer into the photography world. I'll be sharing with you some of my breakthrough and the challenges I face as I embark on this journey. And of course, this channel will be featuring some of my lifestyle, my real life stories and experiences, and so on. Just see this as a platform or an avenue to get to know me better. Speaking of stories, I think naturally I enjoy telling stories, but now I've chosen to tell these stories through the lens of my camera, and I've always believed that nobody tells your stories better than you do. So I'm here to tell mine, just like this.
Once upon a time,
There once lived a king in a kingdom.
powerful and supreme, fierce and feared.
I'm not sure that worked. Anyway, moving on. So if any of the things I've mentioned earlier resonate well with you, feel free to stick around. I mean, if you have some level of interest in photography, definitely stay here, because here on YouTube I'll be showcasing some of my photography and also my Instagram page. My Instagram page is spelled as JOEY_PIXELS. Here in the UK, we have a generic way of spelling things, and I think it's amazing. It just makes spelling things easy, you know. For instance, if you come across a very difficult name and you're trying to mention it to another person, then it just makes it easier for you. Some of you probably know this spell already, but hey, let's spell along. So JPixel will be spelled as Juliet Oscar Echo Yankee _ Papa Indigo X-ray Echo Lima Sierra. So yeah, feel free to check my Instagram page as well. Definitely you'll find that interesting. Secondly, if you just enjoy being part of people's success stories, I mean, to watch them develop to greater heights, watch them rise from grass to grace, then you're just on the right channel, because like I mentioned earlier, I'll be sharing my development with my photography interest. This interest pretty much started as a hobby, you know, me just taking pictures with my phone. And the hobby is beginning to attract some earnings. So in the long run, who knows what this could turn out to be? So stay tuned. In addition, I generally tend to spend quite a significant amount of time on WhatsApp, not just chatting with people, but carefully crafting some of my experiences into WhatsApp status. Sometimes I won't make these experiences into episodes. As you well know, WhatsApp status only lasts for how long? 24 hours. And no matter how beautiful the experiences you've shared is, once the 24-hour period is elapsed, then it is gone. You can't retrieve it again. I like to keep some of those experiences for myself and for others who might find such experiences interesting. And YouTube just offers the perfect platform to do that. YouTube as a platform also offers the opportunities to develop and improve in certain skills, such as public speaking and being confident before the camera. I'm personally interested in seeing how this channel helps me develop. For instance, I would like to see how this current video or my very first set of videos on YouTube will compare with some of the videos I'll make later, maybe like the 58th video. I think I'll definitely love to talk about some of the advantages I think having a YouTube channel offers in another video. You might also appreciate hearing this from me directly. As someone who appreciates good quality, I aim to deliver the content on this channel in a very good quality, making them as visually appealing as possible. I understand your time is highly valuable, so I hope to give you something worthwhile in exchange for it. For instance, I enjoy watching very good movies, but for someone like me, a good movie goes beyond having an interesting storyline. The cinematography has to be on point, the visual effect has to be nice, the audio effect has to be very necessary. You're not just putting a bunch of sounds there just because an audio effect is needed. Then the transition has to be very smooth, and of course the quality of the video itself has to be high. Then one thing you never want to miss is using the right actors. Speaking of the right actors, Jared Butler is one of my favorite among many others anyway. Part of the reason why it took so long, I think about 8 weeks before uploading this next video after my very first one, is because I was trying to improve some of the quality. I'll explain. You see, this ought to be my first official video on this channel, but fortunately it's not. If I'm able to add a link to that first video, then I'm going to put it on this video. As we speak, there are so many things about this YouTube thing that I still know how to do, but if I'm able to figure it out, I'm going to hide the link so that you can see it. In that first video, I was basically in a playful mood and I was just playing around, and I've always known that my camera is a hybrid camera, which means it's not just capable of taking good pictures, but it's also able to record video. Of course, I'm recording with it right now. So that particular day, I was just like, why not? Plus, I've been watching some YouTubers. They've always advised that just push the record button. If you think you have some flair for this, just push the button and start recording. So I did the same. I pushed the record button and I started talking to the camera. So I later sat back to watch that video and I carefully analyzed it, and I saw, like I said in that video was a very rushed one. There was zero preparation, and I basically matched up about 3 points into that video, which I could have separated and discussed in different videos. And those points were YouTube niches and styles I will never consider and why, my experience during my first officially invited photo shoot, and the future plans for Joey Pixels, all compressed into a little over 4-minute video. That's a lot in the video. And I also realized that my audio quality in that video was terrible, although I had an external microphone, but that microphone was mounted directly on top of my camera. So as I'm seated now, I think my camera is just about 2 meters away from me. So that particular day, I mounted my microphone just on top of the camera. So I think somehow there is a noise interference from the camera with the microphone. So that was horrible. And making things worse, that particular day were my freezers, 2 of them located side by side, and the camera was just 8 feet or 2 feet away from them, and they were just making this horrible sound like vroom. So it was just all over the audio of the camera. But today that has changed because of course I'm in a different location and I make sure that I'm switching those off. If you're hearing any particular sound in this video that seems to be like a background noise, then it should be from the fan, from the light itself, and that is here. And I also tried to reach out to some of my friends as well. Solomon King, he has been very helpful, so he gave me a very useful tip on how to improve my audio. And as I speak now, my microphone is just here, so if I place my hand there, that is just the gap. Although it's a very cheap microphone, but it's doing an excellent job. And this was the idea that was shared with me by my friend, and they call it microphone booming. So I have a stand here that is very close to me. Then I have an audio cable that is connected to my camera and then connected to the microphone here. Yeah, so it just makes the sound better. However, I had to break free from the tendency to bring everything to perfection, and also from gas. Yes, gas. GAS, that is gear acquisition syndrome. I mean, at some point I just started feeling the need to buy more and more gears, but hey, I think I have enough to continue to produce the kind of quality I want. I honestly think at this stage it just makes sense to mention some of the YouTubers that have been of a great help to my channel and amazing in contributing to the development of my channel so far. I think I'll actually make that into another video. Yeah, I may eventually title that video my favorite YouTubers. Yeah, and in that video I'll probably be discussing how each one of those YouTubers have contributed into the development of my channel, and probably something I specifically gain from them. But for the sake of this video, I think I would like to make reference to one of them, which I will still emphasize more later. She goes by the name Favour Matthew, and honestly, she has been fantastic. Everything I seem to need is on her channel. I basically followed a tutorial step by step. Please feel free to visit her channel, show her some love. I am happy for what she has achieved and what she has done so far for herself. She made the best use of her circumstances, and she's really developing into a very big YouTuber right now. And one thing she particularly spoke about, which was really striking to me, I've heard about it before. They call it an unfair advantage. You probably think of an unfair advantage to be probably someone who has a lot of gears or who has a lot of opportunities, but not necessarily. She was able to use her own advantage. Not even having enough gears was a very good advantage which she had, and then she used it well. So yeah, I'm happy for her. Although I've not reached out to her personally in terms of reaching out, but at some point it could happen. and I don't see the point on reaching out to her yet, and that is because everything I need, she has basically put it there on the channel. And I think YouTubers are very busy set of people, so yeah, finally we've come to the end of this particular video. If only you know how many times I shot this video. Child, you pity me. But anyway, in my next video, I'll be discussing with you my experience in my first officially invited, photo shoot, how it started, the challenges I faced, and more importantly, how I got paid. Thank you so much for watching this video to the very end. If you think you like what you've seen so far, please subscribe to the channel, like and comment. I especially want to read your comments, so please feel free to use the comment section. Please stay tuned and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. And I also believe that no one tells your stories better than you do, so I'm here to tell mine, just like this. Once upon oh no. And even better, if you're part of my subscribers, you probably have already. You probably have an idea of what this channel. If you are part of my subscribers already, you may have an idea of what this channel is all about. But if I'm meeting you, this channel will also feature some of my lifestyle, some of my risks. You're just on the right channel, because here I'll be sharing and I think that is where YouTube offers a very beautiful avenue. Originally, I'm from Nigeria. Currently, I'm practicing as a nurse in the UK, specifically a mental health nurse. Oscar Echo Yankee underscore. Just like this. Once upon a time, there once lived a king in a kingdom, mighty and proud, fearless and fierce. Not funny. Do you want to guess? No, I'll save you the stress. The new hobby is photography, and that is what this channel is all about. I think that was good. Alright, let's do it again.